The latest version of the AN454 announcer is equipped with a USB port on the back. Whereas before, sounds would have to be recorded and programmed here at the Floyd Bell factory, now users can upload their own messages. Let's talk about how to do that. There are plenty of resources online to hire voice talent. Here are a few that we recommend. But if you plan on recording your own sounds, you'll need three things: a high-quality microphone, some recording software, and a USB-A to USB Mini cable. First, you'll need a microphone that's capable of interfacing with your computer. This can be a USB microphone, or if you want to use a standard XLR microphone, you'll need a USB audio interface. Next, you'll need a DAW, or digital audio workstation. This is just a fancy term for audio recording software. There are a few that we recommend. We recommend Goldwave or Audacity, which are available online for a very low price, if not completely free. Goldwave even has a web-based version that's free to use and can be accessed from most browsers and operating systems. When you record into your DAW, there's a very specific file format and naming convention that you'll have to adhere to. The file format needs to be a .wav file, recorded in mono, recorded with a dynamic range of 16 bits, and using a sampling frequency or bit depth of 44.1 kHz. These are common settings that should be able to be selected in the settings of most recording software packages. The name of the file is important too. The announcer can play up to 16 different messages, and the way that those files are read in the system is according to how you name them. So message 1 should be labeled MSG1.wav. Message 2 would then be MSG2.wav, all the way up to 16. You can use as few messages as you need, but you're limited to a total of 16 messages and a total combined recording time of 6 minutes with all messages combined. If you recorded your audio on an external source like a cell phone, you can import those into your DAW, but it's important that you use the file format and naming convention we mentioned earlier. Once you've got all your files saved to your computer, it's time to upload them to the announcer. When you connect the announcer to your computer using a USB-A to USB Mini cable, you should see the unit appear as a standard USB drive, similar to a thumb drive. It'll come preloaded with 16 sound files and a config file. Don't delete the config file that appears. If your files are formatted the way that we talked about before, with MSG1, MSG2, and so on, you can simply copy and paste those audio files directly to the USB drive. Since there will be existing message files with these names on your unit, simply overwrite these messages with your new messages, keeping the naming convention we discussed earlier, MSG1 through MSG16.wav. Once you've uploaded the files to the announcer, you can unplug the USB cable from the back of the unit. And that's all there is to loading your own sounds. Now it's time to test out your announcer before installation. Testing the announcer is simple. Just apply power to the black and red wires on the back of the unit. If you do that, you should hear the message that you saved as MSG1.wav. This means that your files were uploaded correctly. You'll also notice on the back of the unit a blue rectangle with a small brass screw. Turning that screw clockwise allows you to manually raise the volume of the speaker, counterclockwise to lower the volume. And then up here next to the USB port, there's a small LED. If the unit is operating normally, you'll see the indicator glow a continuous green light. If it's blinking, there's an error. It'll blink according to the 2-digit status codes, and the exact error can be found in the support documentation. I hope this video helps you get up and running with your AN454 announcer. If you need help, we're always just a phone call or an email away.